never seen one race. Deep, deep. It is a cold one. It was like 14 degrees this morning. All the trucks were frozen. Took a while to warm up. But yeah, it was pretty cold. Got the Steve. Product placement. Yeah, we're heading down to Talani Lake area. Got 2 tanks to install over there, so we'll be there for like the next 2 days. The pump here is kind of running slow. Steven's on the other side, and his pump is that out of service thing, so he's gonna have to wait until I fuel up, and then he's got to get on the side, or just throw the gas line over. Stopped on the side, had a call meeting, something in that general field, but yeah, got a nice view of the peaks from here. It's great to have Starlink because you can just pull off, plug it in, and you have internet. Takes a little while. The truck has a Wi-Fi, but it's really spotty. It's good when you need Wi-Fi, but places like this, it kind of like it's not connected right now. But having that Starlink is great. I had it on, but with that truck, it does have a 110 outlet, and I had it plugged in, had everything running, and then I turned off the truck, kept it on the on position. And I was like, ah, man, I forgot. That thing will only be on for 110 if that motor's on. So I had to turn it back on, reconnect everything. Now just gotta sit and wait. I have a laptop, so it's gotta do its whole update stuff. So just stoked on not having to use my own personal laptop. It's getting like too full with emails. Constantly downloading, and I'm like, just need to get rid of it and get a work laptop. So got the IT guy taking over the whole laptop. It's kind of weird seeing somebody else somewhere taking control of that laptop. But yeah, I like being out here because of all this. Just different landscape, different from what I'm used to, and then also seeing Flagstaff. So Shawnee actually brought back my other lens. I can zoom in a lot more on that lens, but I didn't bring it because I have like this lens cover and a lens hood on the way, so I didn't want to do too much of constantly switching out and having to not scratch the front lens of that. This one has like a polarized cap on it, so it doesn't really matter too much if I scratch this cap. replacing $30 is a lot better than replacing $300 if I scratch it. But yeah, the guys, I had to have Rob jump in with Steve because I had that thing going on. I was hoping to have made it to the house right at 11, but man, that truck and that dust, there's a lot of dust. Had to go slow. But I want to really ride dirt bikes around here. There's like this smiling face on top of one of these mesas that Shanna showed me. I want to check it out one of these days. I got a desert tank for my dirt bike, the race bike, the Cowie. So just waiting for that to show up. I'm gonna throw it on, then I can do all these like long distance riding. It's only a gallon bigger than the existing tank. The tank it has on now is like 1.25 or something, and it's going up to a 2.75, so get a little more distance. It's a lot better than having to carry a Gatorade bottle full of fuel inside of my pocket. But so far, I've only seen like one driver go by, and that was it. There's people that live out here, and yeah, hopefully that thing can get done and I can zip up there and check out where they're at, how far they've gotten. We're super far away from Shanto, so it took like 2.5 hours to get down here because of this road. That big truck with bringing that backhoe down here took a little longer, so that means we have to leave early. But hopefully those guys can get that done either today, more than likely tomorrow. So, but yeah, just really love seeing the mountain from this side. Grand Falls and everything's back that way. But yeah, just waiting for that, and then we'll skedaddle and head in that direction. Finally done after about 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. 11, 12, yeah. Took a while, but finally done and on the road. It is 1:15 and we're pretty far from the Connex, so I want to see how far these guys are, and then gonna have to make the determination if we have to stay until 1:30 or 2. This is a long dirt road, so it takes a while to drive back to the highway and then head up from there. It took us a while to get down here. We left from the Connex like around 8 o'clock. It took a while because it was so cold getting these trucks warmed up, and then got to this point right at 11. So yeah, that's a long drive. Should be shorter going back because we don't have the big yellow truck right now, or we don't have the the backhoe and that really stiff truck. Yes, we have to take off about 2 o'clock because we are about 3 hours away from the Connex. So I'm gonna have to get up there. I'm still quite a ways from those guys, and I just need to see how far they are and then tell them we need to load up and take off. So fun day for me where I didn't do anything but sit in the truck and wait for my laptop to get set up by the IT department. Fun times. I was hoping to help those guys, but tomorrow should be a better day for those guys to finish. I'm curious, how far are they? I'm like Wishful thinking that they got the tank in the ground. Wishful thinking that that water line is going to the house. Let's check it out. A lot of moving parts. Stanley by the Toyota. See him rummaging around over there. But as soon as I showed up, they were already done. Wasn't my proudest moment. 2 hours in one spot. I was hoping to get there early, but didn't happen. Spent like maybe 20 minutes at the install site and just left. But Mike. No words of wisdom for today. Nice cold day. Nate's still here. I think I locked it. Yeah, I locked it. Very far. I know I've said this a bunch, but that's a long way. We're working in Denahotso as well, so that's quite a drive, but going out to where they were today, that's further. And very different scenery. I'm sure the guys like it because it's a long drive there and a long drive back. 6 hours of driving and 4 hours of work. So luckily there's no rock, so there's no like huge issues with having to take out the breaker. He could have taken the deer backhoe, but just planning ahead to make sure we have the breaker. So I guess all in all it's a good idea, because whenever you do run into rock, it takes a while, and it kind of like slows the project. It's not that good. So yeah, but it's getting cold. I was hoping to go running after, like right now it's 5 o'clock, and I usually like to run late because I like the idea of having to chase the sunset, try and beat the sun going down and the moon coming up. It helps me push me a little harder at the end. I do a lot of like low tempo workouts, runs, low heart rate, about 130, 145. Try and keep it in that little area, and I can totally tell a difference in my speed when I do that. It feels better, and then the next time I go running I try and like push it a little harder, so I like balance it out pretty good. And yeah, there's one little thing I wanted to like make a point on, is there's some people that I've seen at these marathons, these ultras, some of these half marathons. They've seen the channel, they've seen me run, and then they see me in like person, they see me running in person. For some of those, and this is a huge update, is that I'm not the fastest runner. So I've raced dirt bikes for a long time, and in the Army, got out, I hurt a lot of my joints. I have a torn ACL, which was, you know, the Army paid for, but with the amount of damage in there, there's no cartilage or no meniscus, so it tends to hurt. Pavement running I try and do none of, because 3 miles into pavement my knees and my ankles start hurting, my hips, my lower back. A lot of those injuries are from like dirt bike stuff, and then once those start hurting, my shoulders start hurting, which is a little weird. But the reason why I do it is because I don't want to look back and thinking, I wish I would have done a little more, instead of years from now where I can't do any more running. I'm like just thinking about it. But yeah, a lot of my runs, I'm not sure if some people have seen, like I slow down quite a bit. I'll start like at a 7 minute per mile pace, but around like mile 15 it starts to slow down, and I get to like 10 mile, 18 miles, it'll start dropping down to 12, and then I'm just like in pain the whole way. I know a lot of people are like, you shouldn't be doing that, you shouldn't be doing that, but I'm like, might as well have fun now and not look back and regret it. So yeah, I deal with a lot of pain when I'm doing these ultras and marathons, even racing. That 6-hour enduro, I haven't done anything like that in so long that it's been quite a few weeks now, and huge update, no one's gonna like it. My neck is still not the same. I have like this like weird pain on the left side of my neck, right where the spine meets the cranium, right there in the muscle. It's just, it feels weird. And when I start going running, it just starts to hurt, starts to ache, and it's like trying to like crack a neck, and it just won't go away. But yeah, for those who like watch the channel and they see me running and they see me out in the ultras, like that one guy out at Navajo Mountain saw me. He's like, hey, I seen your videos, and he was like way ahead of me. I just wanted to make that a point for anybody that has seen me in these ultras and see me out there and is watching this. You know, I'm not a fast runner, so I have a lot of joint pain, I have a lot of joint damage, but I enjoy it. It's really peaceful. I love running. I love the feeling of being exhausted and the mental toughness that you gotta have to keep pushing yourself, especially when you're like hurting that much. You're fatigued, your body is just in pain, your knees are just in pain, and I just like the mental note of finishing it and telling myself I could do it. And it takes a lot. It's a lot of training, a lot of hard work. It's not something that you're gonna go out there and you're just gonna start running 36 miles, 50 miles. It takes a lot of training, a lot of hard work, a lot of running, a lot of miles, a lot of mentally telling yourself to keep going. And that's what I enjoy. I enjoy like these really long endurance runs, workouts, dirt bike rides. A lot of my free time, the weekend adventures that you guys see, I don't eat a lot. I'm not skinny, but I don't eat a lot. I drank one time, and I call that my endurance training, because I'm out there for so long. I'm hiking around, I'm holding on to that dirt bike, and by the time I get home, I'm just like, I'm not fatigued. I feel myself getting better as I'm doing all these. So it's constant. Even here at work, I try and tell myself I have to eat lunch, but you know, I keep forgetting all the time. My salad goes bad. But yeah, I just want to put that out there. Like, if anyone sees me running and they're like, hey, this guy's kind of slow, it's because I have joint damage. I have a lot. My legs are not 100%, but I do enjoy running a lot. I really want to do a 100-mile race from Flagstaff to Grand Canyon, or if I can get selected for the Leadville 100, that would be an epic thing to do. And yeah, just keep striving, keep pushing yourself, and one of these days, if you guys want to start running and see me out there, it's just gotta take 1 mile at a time. You're not going to be running 15 miles the first day, and I don't suggest running. I suggest walking first, wake up those joints, and then just do that for like a week. Start a little jog, like a mile, 2 miles, and just start slowly building up to it, because your joints will hurt. I made that decision, like hard decision, a while back ago. I just decided one day I'm gonna go running. This was before the Army, and I ran like a 3-mile loop over in a Flagstaff. Ran 3 miles and my joints were just done. I was like, I can't do any more running for a while. So yeah, that's my suggestion, is just like start walking, baby steps. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, my little blabbering on for a bit, but catch you guys in the next one.